back to the Tea Life.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, speaking of which.
Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh, I got you some with flowers.
Thank you. You joke.
So last week we did a pretty funny video.
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever, and everyone loved the video. This week we have a Valentine's special where I get to ask my lovely wife some questions about our marriage and share you guys our experiences and our ups and downs.
It's our love story, basically.
Yeah. All right. Question number 1. You ready? All right. How long have you been in the relationship?
We've been married for 5 years.
We've been married for 5 years, and our anniversary is on December
17, 2012.
Are you telling me you forgot?
December. No.
When did you realize that you were in love with me?
When I had your first child?
Yeah, I think that's what brought us. Like, it was love, but it was more like.
I don't know. It was different.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
Like, I cared and I loved him as a person.
Love being around me?
Yeah, I was comfortable with him, but once I gave birth to my first child, that's when I realized that I loved him.
Yeah, I can say the same, man. Especially when my kid was diagnosed with autism. I think that's what brought us together, like
even more, because we didn't know how to react to things, and we were new parents. Also, when we lived in Texas, we went through a situation where we didn't have money, or
yeah, it was pretty bad.
And that's how we like showed each other that we stayed here through thick and thin. So
you know what? I don't mind sharing that story. In the military, they're very, very fast to take away your money, but to give back money, it takes forever. So we came like really broke, and came to like a couple of friends to lend me some money.
To the point where we were homeless. We lived with our friend.
Yeah, we were eating out of MREs because it was pretty bad.
No, so we weren't the type of people who asked for money or asked for help. We had great support system, our friends.
Yeah, I had this one NCO that had his back for us.
There you go.
And it was amazing support from our friends as well.
And then when we got money, we did the same for them.
Yeah.
So.
What is our love story in one line?
That's great.
I could say our love story.
Hey, Lily. Who do you think you are? What does she think she is? There you go.
Our love story, I could say like welcome to the great adventures. Or like welcome to Six Flags. That is our line, because it is a roller coaster. It is crazy.
True.
Now, where was our first date?
Wasn't it in the Greek? Oh no, it was Pasha's. It was Pasha's. Remember you took me out to go dance?
And then that guy was like rubbing his nipples.
Oh my god, he was rubbing his nipples.
There's this guy, he was like this the whole time.
Yo, he was too happy. He was too happy. Alright!
Was it love at first sight? Or did one of you pursue the other for a long time? I think it's like too far back to remember.
Yeah. Was it love at first sight?
I don't know. Because we were talking for a while.
We were talking for like 6 months because I was in a past relationship and
I had just gone through some stuff
as well, so I wrote to him.
She hit me up. She slid in my DMs. Slide on the DMs.
I don't know. Is it love at first sight? Nah, it wasn't love at first sight.
No, it was just love that just grew after, you know, for a while.
Yeah, it was kind of love at first sight.
All right. What is the secret to a successful relationship?
Communication. Communication is key. If you don't have communication, what is a relationship? Like, if you guys don't communicate, like, that's a problem that we still have till this day. We don't communicate as much. We don't have patience for each other sometimes. You have to have patience. You have to respect, loyalty.
Try not to kill your significant other.
Yes.
Try.
Yes.
It is the hardest things. Sometimes I imagine and I'm like, if I could just throw this woman out the balcony, it would save all my issues. But at the same time, it's like a love and hate.
Aw, you love and hate me? It's
yeah,
okay.
I actually love and hate you. But I love you more.
I hate you more.
You know what? Let me ask you a serious question. Do you miss being single?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Like, yo, before I used to like think about like, you know.
I'm really offended right now.
I used to think about like a lot of stuff like, you know, about me, and now I just gotta think about you and others. Like, why can't it just be about me right now? And then I'm just like, wait, no.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Do you miss it being single?
No. I don't even think about it. I'm glad I'm where I'm at now. I'm married to kids.
I miss being single sometimes. Like, I used to have fun. Like, I had friends.
Don't get me wrong. I miss going out with like just the boys.
And I miss going out, like, you know, not worrying about anything. But at the same time, like, I don't miss being single because I have my 2 beautiful kids.
Yeah, like
I have responsibility now.
We have a precious family, so I don't know. I just can't.
Not only that, it's like I matured as a woman, being married and having kids, and you know, I can't be missing being single. I hated that life.
What is the best part about being in a relationship?
Best part is that you have a cuddle buddy for the rest of your life.
Hey.
I hate sleeping by myself. I hate it. Like, sometimes he works overnight and I hate it. Like, the kids have to sleep in my bed because I do not like sleeping alone. I think that's the best part about being in the relationship.
My best friend is my thunder buddy, though. I just had to put that out there.
Okay, fine. Okay, Macho, take him.
What do we do when we both fight?
We don't talk to each other. We tend to kill each other, and then we come back and like, yo, I don't want to talk to you. Get out of my house. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I do unlimited amount of drugs. And
Shut up,
I'm only kidding.
Don't talk to each other.
I just leave the house because I don't want to deal with it.
Or else I'll just be like, you sleep in the couch and I sleep in the bed.
And mind you, I have a very comfortable couch, so sometimes.
So sometimes I'm like jealous. I'm like, yo, should I sleep in the couch and he should sleep in the bed? Because it's definitely way more comfortable than my bed. But well.
Have you both changed from your initial dating period? If yes, then how?
Yeah. Have you changed? I was nicer before, now I'm bitchy.
Well,
I cared a lot before, now I'm just angry.
She's the Grinch now.
I'm the Grinch.
Yeah. Only when she wants. Like, even today's Valentine's Day, she's just been.
Excuse me? You were rude to me today.
But I love you, though. Alright. From when I started dating, I guess it was a puppy love in the beginning, and then we got married, and now we have kids. So now it's more responsibilities. Like, we live on our own. We have tons of bills. But at the same time, we always have and dedicate time for family time.
So how have you changed?
I guess become more responsible.
Yeah, we're more responsible now.
We're parents, that's the thing. And having a kid with autism is just like...
It changes you.
It changes you a lot. And it's tough, but at the same time, it's also an amazing feeling. What is the biggest gift you've ever gotten your significant other?
You've given me a car.
I did give you a car, that's right. I bought a car. And it was a gift for you because I bought myself another car afterwards.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I bought him I think the biggest gift was an Apple Watch. When it
just came out, like the first generation.
Yeah, so I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but sometimes I work with my brother, and with that money, little bit of money that I get, I saved it until I bought him. What was it, for Christmas?
Yeah, it was for Christmas.
It was for Christmas, and it meant so much because it didn't come out of his pocket. It came out of mine, so.
Yeah, and I really wanted to.
And the biggest gift is your kids.
Well, that's
shit.
That is very true.
I don't have to give you any more gifts from now on. Just like remind you, I give you.
Yeah, so every year, my birthday, you just be like, "Oh, happy birthday!" and just give me my kids for the day. Take care of them for the day. Alright. Did you date much before meeting your significant other?
Before you, I was in a relationship for so long. I don't even know how long, but yeah.
Yeah, same here. I was in a relationship. Well, I was.
You were in a relationship when you met me?
No, I had just
you were.
When I met you, no.
Yeah.
That's when you hit me up because I had just.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he wasn't.
No, I wasn't really.
He was broken up with her.
Yeah. How did you meet and how old were we when we met?
I was 19.
And I was 20.
Yeah. I was 19 and he was 20. And we met, well, we were talking 6 months prior to that. And then we were like, let's meet up. You know, so he came one day from Arizona for, I think, the holidays, right?
Yeah, well.
December 6th?
Before all the holidays. A week before. Because for Christmas it had to be.
It was like December 6th or December 3rd. I'm not sure which
for
one.
like 2 weeks.
For like 2 weeks. And the same day he came and we met in front of my friend's house. Mad awkward.
Did you play hard to get?
Yes.
You were very conservative, which is what I loved. Like, that's what wanted me to be with you. Is the fact that you were conservative. And yeah. And you always kept the conversation going.
But yeah, it was hard to get because at the same time I was
still getting over her ex.
I was still getting over my ex, so I was just like, how do I do that? Like, how if I'm still like in love with this guy? So it was really hard to get, and then actually I stopped talking to him for a bit.
Yeah, and I was pretty upset, and then
because I got back with my ex-boyfriend, and
I guess one day she wrote to me, and I was playing cocky.
Yeah.
And then he
was playing hard to get too.
Yeah, because you betrayed me.
Oh, baby, but we're back together.
Yes, and now we have 2 minions. All right, how did you know I was the right one?
I'm just kidding.
You're like, he's not.
He's not the right one. L. I'm just kidding. How I knew he was the right one, he treated me so amazing, like since day one. Even if I like I said, like I stopped talking to him for a bit, like when we started talking again, we just kept on talking and talking and talking. He just was different from every guy that I've ever met. And yeah, he was just amazing. And
you were amazing too. It's just, I don't know, I got over it. Like, you proved yourself that you really wanted to be with me, and I never had that, like, that person that wants to be with me. It was always me wanting to be with the other person. But you're different.
And the blue eyes, you know, I had to be with them because, you know, my kid came out with blue eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. All right.
I literally said, like, I'm gonna have blue-eyed babies, and I ended up being with one blue-eyed baby, but still.
All right.
What qualities did your husband love about you when you were first dating? So what was
that booty?
Ew, you're so annoying.
No, it was I don't know, it's just that you're very family orientated. Like, you're really like all about your family. I love that stuff because I grew up that way. It was all about my family.
My family is the best.
Yeah. And the fact that you're not Colombian and you're a different culture, and it's like, I loved it. Like, I learned a lot about it. And sometimes I say, hola, ñaño.
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 And I don't talk like that.
Dame cuy.
Stop, I don't eat that either. How did your parents influence the kind of marriage you wanted?
Well, you know what? I seen my mother and my stepfather, like, the way they were. And it was like, it was a learning, like, it was like, wow, I want to be like them. And how they always reunited. My dad spends time with my mom's family. My mom spends time with my stepdad's family. And, like, my stepdad is, like, been there for me since I was a baby. Well, since I was a kid. And like, I seen his values on how to be a man. So I learned from that. And I guess I applied it
to us. Can I answer the show?
Yeah, go ahead.
I had never had a dad growing up in my life. My dad was my grandpa. So seeing what my mom struggled in life to get us where we are now, that motivated me. Like, you know, I need to find a man that could be there for me and my kids, and, you know, have that love that I saw growing up, like, you know, seeing my grandparents. Like, my grandparents have 50 years, and it's just the most beautiful, well, 51 years. 51 years of marriage, which is the most beautiful thing in the world, and that's my motivation to have a love like that. And that's one of the things that influenced me the most, is just seeing my grandparents' love, and that's the reason why I have him. And I'm never letting go of you. Is the first year of marriage really the hardest? Hell yeah.
You just gotta have a lot of patience, because
the first year was the worst for us.
First year is always the hardest. The second year, you're starting to get used to it.
The third
year just goes by. Fourth year goes by. Fifth year is even faster.
Fatter.
Fatter. It goes faster.
We're fatter.
That's true. The 6th year, you're obese.
You're obese, that's it.
You just don't care. You start eating tacos like every day. You appreciate food more than life, I guess. I don't know.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I mean, for us, it was really difficult because we got married and right away he was sent to Korea. So I spent 1 whole year without him being married.
안녕하세요.
So it was like difficult, and we would like have a long distance relationship, like we wouldn't talk so many times that we like actually like considered divorce. Like that's how bad it was. But then those are the things that like kind of like bring you back and like kind of like makes you stronger.
It gives you like a reality check of like who we are.
Yeah. What advice would you give newlywed couples? Never give up.
Yeah, never give up. Have patience and look forward to a future. Set your goals right before you get married and say, this is what we want. We want a house, we want this, we want that. Write it down, and little by little every year you start knocking out one thing, another thing, the other thing, and then years come by. Now you got yourself a house. Now you got yourself, start with a place. Now you got yourself a place, you got yourself a family, you got yourself dogs. Even just dogs, it just teaches you how to be together.
One thing I want to say, like one advice I would give you guys or newlyweds is don't let family interfere with your relationship. That's one thing for sure that me and Jeffrey still have to this day. Sometimes my family gets involved, or sometimes his family gets involved in situations where we just like, you know, we just start thinking about it. We're just like, oh, we don't want to be with each other because of our family. No, it doesn't have to be that way. So make sure your family doesn't interfere with your love, because at the end of the day, you guys are going to be together. You guys are going to live together. You guys are going to sleep together, do everything together. It's not always your family. So family oriented, whatever that word is. And I love my family, but that love is different from my love, and I have to respect my husband the way I respect my family as well. So I try not to put my family involved in situations. So that's one thing for sure, that don't let family, like if your family hates your significant other, or I don't know, love somebody else other than,
or your friends, even your friends,
even your friends
get involved.
Yeah, don't let your friends involved in your life. It's always gonna be you guys.
Like I have this couple of friends who are like my closest friends from high school, and till this day, like they're still close with me, and like,
and they love me,
and they love my wife. But the thing is that they realize that, all right, Jeffrey's married, and yeah, they may have arguments, they may have fights, and I may tell them about it, but they don't have an opinion.
They would never.
And they will never have an opinion, because they understand that I'm married, and they refuse to get involved. They don't take sides either. There's been thousands of times that Marla and I have fought. My best friend, you know, Melissa knows, and Bowen and Fish, those are my best friends, and Ryan. These people know.
They don't stop talking to me.
And they don't stop talking. They're just like, talk to me about it, how to get better, and then that's it. And
that's your problem.
Yeah.
Not mine.
So never let your friends have an opinion. They can hear, but let them not, make sure they don't have an opinion or pick sides.
Yeah. So.
And I have one more question. Do you love me?
Sometimes. Well, that concludes our little Valentine's Day special / our love story. If you guys, oh. Hi, Jay. He's still in PJs.
Say hi.
If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe, comment.
To our YouTube channel. Comment down below what you guys want to see in the next video. As always, guys, we love you. And
happy Valentine's Day.
And thank you guys for watching. Peace.